Hey Virgo, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. This will be a themed reading entitled What Do They Regret? And it will be a 3-card spread having a look for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What someone romantically linked to you could be regretting about you, about your connection, your almost connection, almost relationship, your long-term, short-term relationship or even marriage. It could be something that they're regretting around this decision, or around the whole thing in general. So you may or may not be in contact with this person, Virgo, but hopefully the cards can reveal some insight into what this person is potentially regretting about the situation. Obviously, it is a general reading, so it won't apply for all of you. Nonetheless, let's have a look and see what comes up. Virgo, what do they regret? Virgo, what do they regret? Okay, let's start off the reading with the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a very deep conflict, and it can often introduce the notion of a third-party situation, deception, another person, an ex, or an exterior source or factor to the relationship that got involved in the connection or the marriage, okay? So the Three of Swords can indicate 3 lives intertwined. This is reiterated by the 3 swords staked in this, what looks like a carcass. So, you know, this, and there's some bloodshed here. So, look, there is a lot of deep regret here. There's still a lot of pain. The fact that the blood is still oozing out here, I'm not sure if you can see, can indicate that this is still something quite fresh for this person. Now, it may have happened months, days, weeks, years ago, but it could be that this person is still healing or is still suffering with those wounds of regret and remorse for having done that. So if there has been someone that has cheated or has been unfaithful, or has diverted more attention to an exterior source, a third party, rather than you when you were connected, married, dating, courting, it could be that this person is showing signs of major regret in that area. Because it's the swords, it could be an air sign, so a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. If it's not, then I feel like it does point to deception. And if it's not deception, then it is pain. And the pains are the swords run deep, so it's someone that's pained or hurt you. I don't know if they betrayed you in some major way here with finances, emotionally, with parents, with addiction, or you know, there could be a lot of ways people can betray us, Virgo. But if this person had caused you so much pain and angst and woe, then it could be that they're regretting inflicting that sort of major pain on you. Okay. The Emperor has come up, a very powerful major arcana energy, which can represent the sign of an Aries. So I'm not sure if this is Aries energy. The Emperor is very, very powerful and influential and uses that power. Sometimes uses that power for good, sometimes uses that power for evil, sometimes uses that power for change. I'm not saying that all Aries are evil. That's absolutely not the case. One of my very dear friends is an Aries. But I feel with the Emperor energy, they could be regretting their Emperor actions. And in a lot of ways, this is a call to power or having dominance or power in a relationship here. Because the Emperor because it's the first sign of the zodiac, it can indicate new beginnings or a bit of pressure. So I'm not sure if this person pressured you for something, tried to have power over you, okay, trying to make decisions for you, trying to be influential, trying to cause you to go down paths that better their interest rather than yours, Virgo. It could be that they're regretting that. You know, the Emperor, Aries in Roman mythology was seen as the god of war and conflict. So suddenly this is opposition or arguing or fighting or lack of cohesion, lack of agreeability. The Emperor is quick to deflect and is quick to oppose. So it could be that this person shut you down on a lot of things you might have proposed or wanted or needed. It could be that they tried to override these things and put their needs or wants first, because the Emperor is powerful energy. So there's something about power play, maybe even a little bit of manipulation here. There may be regret as to them potentially doing things or saying things to manipulate you whilst you were together. I think in one way they meant well, because the Emperor isn't trusted by his people to do the right thing, okay, what's best of his lands, his dominions, his empire. But as we know, I mean, if any of you had read any of the histories, emperors varied, okay, some were good, some were bad, some were benevolent, some were malevolent. So it really just depends how this person used their power and if they let it get to them in a negative or positive way. But in regards to the question at hand here, if they were in fact regretting anything about this, if they're regretting the Emperor energy, then maybe they're regretting being hot-headed. Maybe they regret opposing you. Maybe they regret using power play to get their way. Maybe they regret being possessive over you. Can also be good things. So let's look at the good side of the Emperor. Maybe they regret being so influential. Maybe they regret bringing you adventure. I don't think that's the case, though. I think it's more the things that, I don't know, in one way I feel like this person felt very important. I don't know if you helped them, give them that, I don't know if it's a sense of entitlement, but they felt important. I don't know if there was selfishness here. The Emperor is entitled. Yes, he's received a lot. He's been elevated to a certain status. Can you blame him for feeling this way when everyone worships and idolizes and respects or fears him? No, you can't entirely blame him, because he's been created to think this way and believe himself to be a certain way. So I don't know if this is self-constructed here. It could be, but there could be someone here regretting that sort of energy here. It's also confrontation. You can see that, you know, this Aries skull here, this ram's skull, and it's quite confronting. It's what we see in the card here. The sun sort of is in the background here, the skull in the foreground. So I don't know if it's something about this person being too pushy or too confrontational in certain situations. But there may be regret because of that, okay? Interestingly, the Queen of Pentacles is here, which can represent Earth energy, a fellow Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. The Queen of Pentacles is the last queen of the deck and is very much an energy of refinement. She embodies really the ultimate stability, loyalty, or something like that. Now, I don't know if this deception was caused by you, Virgo. If you were the one that caused this deception, that they regret not having confronted you about this deception, they regret settling down with you when they saw red flags. You know, the roles could be reversed. It's not always what they did. Sometimes it's our actions that have driven people away. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's applicable. And the Queen of Pentacles can represent things like loyalty and settling down and creating and laying down roots. So there might be someone here who might be regretting that decision. I don't know if there was financial division or something that got financially messy. Maybe this is more to the ones that have had legal settlements in any sort of breakups or divorces or anything. But they could be really regretting those sorts of things. She lays down roots and she's very stable, and here she is in her garden and everything happens around her so effortlessly, so naturally, and she holds the pentacle because she understands its worth. Could it be for some of you that this person failed to realize the stability you were wanting to offer them, Virgo? It could be. You might have been offering them to move in, to live a life together, to join lives, to blend lives, to travel, to have something more consistent between the both of you. And they regret not making that decision or not taking you potentially seriously enough in terms of loyalty or stability. And I think if this person had or was disloyal in some way or has had those sorts of transgressions, then I think maybe that's more applicable. But of course, for those Virgos that haven't had this person that caused them this sort of deception or cheating or anything like that, then there was definitely confusion in the relationship. Queen of Pentacles, because she's the queen of the earthly realm, which can often be the physical and the monetary realm, it can be that this person put their career or put money ahead of your connection or your relationship and regrets it now. Maybe they're in a better financial position. Maybe they're, you know, it takes time to put things into perspective, Virgo. And maybe now they're sitting there with their money or their career lonely, not with you. Maybe they might have met someone else. Maybe that person gives them what they need. Maybe they don't. But there could definitely be regret into that sort of energy, okay? Towards that sort of energy. I will leave your reading at that though, Virgo. So thanks again for tuning in. I hope it's been helpful. Please don't forget to leave behind a like, a share, or a subscribe. or otherwise I will catch you soon. So thanks again everyone, and bye for now.